You said something interesting. You did a podcast. It was like a bunch of people kind of on a couch.
Yeah.
And you said Biggs hated Jay-Z more than Dame.
Yeah, but back.
I find that hard to believe. I've interviewed Biggs a couple of times.
I'm telling you from my personally experienced, like, yeah. Before he went to prison.
Okay, I didn't know him before he went to prison.
Yeah,
I did know him afterwards, and all of our conversations, both on and off camera, he's always spoken very highly about Jay-Z.
I mean, because he got to now. It's politics. I mean, he might really do feel like that right now. But at the time, when I was running, I heard him say more bad stuff about Jay-Z than Dame did.
What did Biggs say about Jay-Z?
He just hated him. He just didn't like the way he was. They felt like he was moving wrong. You know what I mean? And Biggs ain't the type of person that talk a lot. You know what I mean? But like, you could tell I feel like he was like really more upset than Dame. But Dame was like really more talking shit. But Biggs like he really meant it. Like you mean?
Look, Biggs, I felt got into a great situation because I guess he had the money early on.
Yeah.
You know, to get things up and running. And look, he just happened to hook up with Jay, who ended up being who Jay was. And,
But I'm saying anybody could change. You could hate somebody this year and then be cool with them. Like, I'm just saying the effects of it is that, it was at one point in time that he felt the same way Dame did, or even more worse. I mean,
what was Biggs really doing during Roc-A-Fella's heyday?
I guess he just was up just there. I guess he was the person that, he put the bread up in the beginning, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right, but what was he still doing during that time? Because you could say, for example, Dame brought in Kanye. Dame brought in Dipset, right? Dame was out, yelling at people to try to get the best deal for Jay, and he was pushing the line and everything else like that. I understand you put up the money, but what was Biggs still doing?
But you gotta remember that if I put the money up, the seed money up from the rip, I don't have to do nothing else.
Right. You could be the silent partner.
Because it won't work.
Was he really the silent partner? Because when I interviewed Biggs, he's like, Biggs would be involved in choosing the music and stuff like that. But what was he really doing from your point of view?
I just looked at him as just like an owner. Like, owners, a lot of times owners don't do shit. Like, owners got everybody else to do shit for him. Like, you mean? But the thing is this, if we in the hood, it's us three. We sitting here. You rap, you management, I got the money. That's a team. You know what I mean? Without each one of us, it won't work. You know what I mean? We all need each other. I mean, of course, somebody might outgrow other person, but I just feel like we all need each other at the beginning.
What I'm saying is that a silent partner usually is not always around.
But
they're in the background.
But we friends, and we friends on top of that, and we already be hanging together already.
Okay, so the three of them really were friends.
Yeah, I guess they was friends. They was friends already. Plus, I mean, so like, and I put money up for this joint, so I own 1/3 of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I don't really got to do nothing. I mean, because 1/3 of nothing is nothing. I mean, but I put this money up, so that means I'm believing in it when nobody else is. Yeah. I mean, so like, I like Biggs. Me personally, I
like Biggs too, man. I got nothing bad to say about him. Period. I think he's dope, and I like his whole. He's like on social media. He's like the guru of like interesting quotes and introspection and stuff like that.
I just was surprised when I saw it. So like, but I understand. I mean, that shit, man. He powerful. He got bread. Like, I mean, people forgive people. And I don't think nothing bad happened between them. I guess he just said pick sides. You know what I mean?
Do you know the whole story about why he went to prison?
Marijuana or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I asked him about it point blank because from what the headlines said, he had some big, marijuana growing operation. And I'm like,
some shit in his crib, I think, wasn't it?
Well, okay. So I asked him that. I said, well, make it make sense. You had just sold Roc-A-Fella. You got money. Why would you be involved in a drug operation? I mean, I know weed is weed.
He smoked weed all the time, too.
Yeah, but why would you be involved in it? He goes, I wasn't involved in it. He goes, what had happened was he had a friend who was a grower and another friend who needed weight, so he just put them on the phone together, not knowing one of the guys was wearing a wire and was under a federal investigation. So now you put yourself into a major drug deal when you're probably not even profiting from it. You're just helping out some friends.
How long was he in prison?
Well, he had a few years. Let me see.
Biggs a cool guy, man. I fuck with Biggs. I mean, I haven't seen him in so long, though. You know what I mean? Biggs was in jail for a minute. I remember, I think it was like 5 years.
5 years in prison.
Yeah, like 5 was, yeah. That's
a lot, man. To go from
being rich
to suddenly doing 5 years.
I'm pretty sure he went through some stuff in jail, so I'm pretty sure they were trying to extort him.
I don't know, man.
It had to be. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, he is Biggs. Everyone knows who he is to a certain degree. Everyone listens to Jay-Z.
He kind of like quiet. I mean, but he's from St. Thomas. Like, I mean, so we always go to St. Thomas with him. his family over there. I mean,
I've always heard he was the gangster
I mean,
on that team. Like,
but you know, when you go,
that was really into some shit.
But when you that rich and you go to prison though, like I mean, especially federal prison, like they never, who knows where they're gonna send you? They send you anywhere. I mean, people gonna try to text you.
Now listen, whenever I heard that, after I heard that story, there was a couple instances where it's like, hey man, my girl's in town, she want to get some cocaine. Know anybody? No, I do not.
Yeah.
I know what happens when you just try to help a friend out with some drugs or whatever.
That's my thing though. But marijuana was so bad, people doing so much time for it. Why is it legal now? Like,
well, that's the fucked up part.
That's what I went to prison for.
In retrospect, but on a federal level, it's still illegal.
Yeah, but I mean, but why is it because you don't want a person to make money off of it, or is it harmful to the like? It's politics.
Laws are laws, man.
But
society decides. Listen, at one point, alcohol was illegal.
Yeah, I know prohibition. Yeah, but why is cigarettes still legal? Always was legal. Like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Much.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Just imagine this. All right, so AR Abdi jail for selling drugs, whatever, right? So they gave him 30, 45 years, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Crack only kills the person that smokes it. And they really don't even kill the person that smokes it. I don't know. Cigarettes kill people that's not even smoking it. 50,000 people a year die from secondhand smoking. But imagine if it was illegal and I was selling it, and I go to court and the judges would be like, not only are you killing the people that you're killing, they will have so big and so evil and so much of a rundown. But when they got it and they're selling it, it's like it's all good. Like I mean,
you could say that, but everyone who sells it knows it's illegal as they're doing it. So if you decide to go into a business knowing it's illegal, now you may not have to agree with the law, but you're aware that it's illegal.
But my thing is, but the way the judges talk to you, they talk to you like you're doing the worst thing in the world. Like it's just so they can give you that time. But like to me, it's like, well, what makes a difference? Like cocaine was in everything back in the day.
Yeah, it used to be Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
hence the name.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, like I seen it's in kids like stuff for their gums. It's like but they make whatever they want to make illegal. I mean, and then just give you all this time for it. I just think like, man, it's just the society is just. I think everything they make illegal is for a certain reason. It ain't for to protect nobody or make somebody. I mean,
someone's profiting from it.
Yeah, there's somebody profiting from it. I mean, like,
well, this came up a little bit of back and forth. There was a story about how Dame Dash slapped Steve Stout in the Universal building. Do you know about that?
Not heard about it, but I wasn't there.
I know someone that was there that was down the hall when it happened. Because the story I heard was because Dame would get really angry if anyone tried to do a business deal with Jay without going through him first. So I guess Steve Stout brought the whole Jay-Z sneaker deal, the S-Dots, to Jay because Dame was like overseas or whatever else. Jay liked it. They closed the deal, whatever else. Dame came back, found out about it, and flipped out and went up into Steve's office and slapped him. And I remember someone that was there told me, like, you heard this loud slap, then you heard a bang because Dame's like Rolex fell off and like hit the wall.
And then he got sued for that, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I didn't hear he got sued. But then But then Steve Stout claimed that he ran into Dame in the street and he had a couple girls with him, one of which is the girl that he had the baby with recently. And he claimed that like Dame was scared and pushed the girl down in front of him and she fell.
Recently?
And he ran.
You talking about recently?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
So Steve Stout said that. And then the girl who got pushed down, she sued Steve Stout.
I don't believe that.
And Dame said it's all bullshit.
I don't believe that. Dame not doing that.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
that part of the story seems a little.
He not doing that. I can't. That's no running like. Then that's like the guy Steve Stout like a scary guy. Nothing.
No, not at all.
So like, what's somebody run from you like? He's like, but I just think it's at some point though. Like well, as far as Dame concerned, I just think at some point stuff gonna start clicking for him. I think something because people, everybody's paying attention to him. And watching him, and he got his network and stuff. I just think something gonna click for him. Because he put a lot of people on, he did a lot of good stuff. People see the bad stuff he did, but he did a lot of good stuff for a lot of people. So I just think something gonna click for him. Because when it's meant for you, it's gonna happen. But my thing is, people act like he's living in a shelter somewhere. Like he's still living crazy.
He got a nice house in Florida. He had to evacuate recently.
Yeah, he still got the Rolls Royces. Like I said, if he's poor, and if that's what you call poor, that's a nice way to be poor. The way